Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast. It's the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, our story of the week. I'm going to tell you about recalls. We got some doozies for you this week.
Yep.
And name the sold car price. Get your pen and paper ready. Plus, Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, coming to you from Nederland, or Neaterville, as we like to say it, Texas. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong, so good to have you along with us on this Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Houston, and I can tell you that we're expecting a small chance of rain.
Yeah, this evening, like after 2, 3, 4 o'clock, something like that.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I won't care because I'll be watching the LSU Alabama game.
Oh, okay.
There's that.
So you got nothing to do today?
I have plenty to do today. I have something to do every day, Mars. But thank you for asking, or telling, or commenting.
You're welcome.
What is that that's on the screen there? What do you got there, Mr. Mars? What is all of that?
I have no idea. What are we looking at?
I don't
Why
know.
are you looking at my stuff?
Don't know.
Well, we certainly don't want to. I can tell you that.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, there's that.
There you go.
Oops.
All
Hit the
right.
wrong button. Bad.
That's, yeah. All right. Story of the week from Automotive News.
Okay.
The burgeoning Nexperia. Now, I tried to bring this to you.
The what?
Nexperia. They're a chip maker.
Oh.
They've got some really bad problems there with Nexperia. Well, the crisis that has been created exposes how fragile our auto industry's microchip supply chains remain.
I think it's our guest in the background.
No,
Is that what it is?
don't
Is
ask.
Is
Don't
that
ask.
you, Mr. Mars?
Sad but true.
Okay, well, we'll turn you down. Supply chain remains even after the 2020 to 2023 chip shortage that ravaged the global vehicle production industry, executives and experts said. Already the crisis is slowing new vehicle production globally. Honda began reducing or suspending production at several North American plants October 27th, while Volkswagen warned chip shortages could affect production of several models it builds in Germany. Automakers, suppliers, and industry analysts say the number of affected companies will grow over the next several weeks, barring a swift resolution by the Chinese and Dutch governments. They have combined, and they've got a factory, I guess.
Denmark?
I guess. I don't really know. The Netherlands took control of Nexperia on September 30th. It appeared the company's former CEO was dismantling its European operations, according to Reuters, citing 4 sources familiar with the Dutch government's thinking. October 4th, the Chinese government blocked exports of Nexperia products out of China. The company produces most of its chips in Europe, but packages about 70% in China before shipping them worldwide. It's kind of an odd thing, don't you think? Nexperia produces basic, mature semiconductor technology, includes diodes and transistors found in dozens of vehicle components, including, ready? Door handles and motors for wiper blades. That's what it says. Motors for wiper blades. I guess it's the wiper mechanism.
Yeah.
The chips aren't the costly high-tech semiconductors that dominate headlines, but they're crucial for vehicle production. Each vehicle contains between 300 and 600 of these things, according to MEMA, the trade group representing U.S. suppliers. Here we go again. As the industry was reminded during an earlier chip shortage, it takes just one missing part to shut down an entire production line. And I've got a story on that coming up. The previous semiconductor shortage, driven by the surge in demand after the 2020 COVID-19 shutdowns and a lack of widespread chip availability, cost the industry production of more than 17 million vehicles worldwide from 2021 to 23, according to an estimate by Auto Forecast Solutions. These are not the sexiest chips in the world, according to the director of automotive and industrial practice at Alex Partners. They're the ones nobody thinks of until they're missing.
Mhm.
Now, years after the previous microchip shortage, the Nexperia crisis should serve as another wake-up call to the auto industry, and it needs to secure reliable supplies of legacy chips, he said. It's a reminder to the industry that standard components are just as strategic as some of the advanced logic chips. Well, here we go again.
Yeah. So,
But I
do
thought
they work on a just-in-time process for
all
manufacturing?
of them did. Yes, all of them did.
So they're late getting it just in time. So it is on the manufacturer, the vendor itself.
The vendor,
Yeah.
yes.
That's terrible.
And it is. And I thought that when we went through this whole thing with the semiconductors, that there were several companies lined up here in the United States
To do it.
that they were going to build these big plants and step in.
Mhm.
But these aren't the semiconductors. These are the microchips. And they run all sorts of things, 300 to 600 per vehicle.
Yeah.
And so how do you fight that?
Is it still TI making all that? Because I know a guy that works for TI. He's way up in the echelon, and he travels overseas quite a bit for a young man. And I don't know if he's part of that, but I know that he's very intelligent and he works with a lot of the semiconductors and chips and things. So,
Well, I think that they're going to open a plant next to Neaterville, Mars.
That would be good.
That's all you're going to say.
these are semiconductor chips, not Lay's chips.
Lay's chips.
Oh, see, we've got a chip place up in Woodville, not Woodville, Deweyville. That makes plywood. They cut up makes chips up there, so they could just move that in
Oh, so
to do
they make
electronic
furniture-
chips right
they
along
make
the wood.
furniture there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Particle board.
There you go.
In fact, I got some right over there.
MDF.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I thought that was a pretty interesting story, and here we go again. So I tell you that there are already effects being felt, especially at Nissan. They've already shut down 2 production lines at Nissan because they need these chips.
And didn't Rochelle say that Nissan's having a little issue committing to the auto show?
Yeah.
That could be all step up the line. in
Nissan's
that.
got other problems
They've got
other than that.
They canceled that new EV they only had out for a year and a half.
Yes. Aptique or whatever,
Yeah,
Aptive or
yeah,
whatever the
something
thing
like
is. Yeah, they canceled it because
Yeah.
it's not selling.
No. Nope. And
Well-
and Ford's shutting down their
The
EV
Rouge
plants.
Yeah,
the
the
Rouge.
Rouge plant.
Well, they've got other issues too there.
So we got
Exactly.
some recalls to tell you about real quick.
Right.
Toyo Tire Holdings of America recalling certain passenger vehicle tires.
Mhm.
It's a big, long list of them. So I suggest that you go to NHTSA, National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, and go to their tire recall alert that they issued this week.
And if you don't know that your tire's recalled, there is a number on the side of your tire you can actually look up in that site, and whether the folks that put the tires on have registered them or not, you still have the tire. You can go ahead and take
Yep.
care of it.
A contamination during production may reduce adhesion
Mhm.
and cause the tire to separate.
Yep.
Dealers will replace the tires for free. There's that.
Yep.
Well, guess who's at the top of the recall list this week?
Does it start with an F?
It does,
Okay.
and it's not Frankfurter.
Okay.
It's Ford Motor
Oh, I was
Company.
thinking Farfignugan.
4 recalls covering a combined 401,859 U.S. vehicles, according to NHTSA.
When you get to 500, sell.
Ford broke the record for most recalls in a single year in July. The automaker has issued the most U.S. recalls of any manufacturer this year with 131. Moonroof deflector recall covers the 2021 to 2022 Lincoln Navigator and Ford Expedition, 21 to 23 Ford F-150, 22 model F-250, 350, and 450. About 1% of the recall population is expected to have the defect where the moonroof wind deflectors may detach. Driver's seat recall on the 21 to 23 Ford Bronco, 3% have that.
Does it detach,
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Martha?
Inoperable. Martha? Where are the garden lanterns? The inoperable defrosting defogging system recall
Wow.
covers the 2026 Ford Econoline. I didn't even know they still made that thing.
I either.
1% of them have the defect. Windshield air bubble recall. 25 to 26 Ford Explorer, as well as the 25 to 26 Lincoln Corsair and Aviator, about 1% involved in that.
Air bubbles in the glass.
Yeah. I don't want to run too short on time,
No,
but
what you got to do?
Go ahead.
Cadillac Optique and the Chevy Equinox.
They're great cars.
Tire tread may detach.
Oh boy.
I think we just covered that
Yep.
with those tires. Fiat 500e, headlights can be misadjusted. Ferraris. If you got a Ferrari, loose oil filter connection may leak. Ram ProMaster 2018 to 26. That is radiator fan electrical circuit may overheat. Kaboom.
Yeah.
There's Lincoln Corsairs, Explorers, Nautilus hybrids, and a whole list of rear view camera image may not display on everything that Ford makes, I think.
The tire recall on the Cadillac, that's not a Toyo. Toyos don't come as factory on Cadillacs. I think it's more of a Michelin, maybe not Michelin, but probably something else.
Did I say Cadillac?
Yeah, you said a Cadillac tire recall. I think it's probably something other
It
than a
said
Toyo.
tire tread may detach on the Cadillac Optic, which
Okay.
is the
Right. But as
EV.
and I was trying to relate that it's not the same as that Toyo
No,
recall.
it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. Jeep Gladiators, 223,209, model year 2020. Gladiators and Wranglers. Concerns that a malfunction of the instrument panel cluster could result in loss of vehicle information.
Are they still making the Gladiator? I thought they stopped that.
No, they're still making it. They stopped making the Wrangler 4xE.
Oh,
Mars has one of those in his garage, I think. Don't you, Mars?
It's way back when. It's collecting dust.
Yeah. Because you can't get nothing for it. Okay, time now for the sold cars roundup.
Hold that thought.
all right. Get your in-wheel time decoder rings out there. And if
Okay.
you don't have one, send 2 box tops of borax to Mike's house. And
Borax.
you'll get
20 Mule Team Borax.
You'll get a decoder.
Do you remember
ring.
that?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Well, here's one that goes right along hand in hand with it. A 1952 Studebaker Commander. Mars, do we have the picture of that?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to read it anyway because
Sure.
we're
Yeah,
running short of time.
It's coming.
So what's the problem over there in
It's
Niederville?
loading.
The file disappeared. I'm rebuilding it as
Oh.
we speak.
Dear God. 52 Studebaker
Not what I
Commander.
said.
$23,625 is what it sold for. Here's one for you, Jeff. A 2007 Chevrolet Corvette. That's a C6.
Mhm.
What did it sell for?
32.
21. Next up is the 1965 MGB. Remember the MGBs?
GB.
A little sports car from Great Britain that they're out of.
Oh, yeah. And what year?
65.
I'm going to say 25.
Close. $19,425. How about a 1946 Chevrolet post-war pickup? That's all it says. It's really ugly. It's
Cover the price. Let me see.
beige with red fenders.
I'm going to go 18.
27.3. Sorry, we're having to blow through this, but we don't
No
have
pictures.
pictures of it. 1957 Buick Roadmaster. This is the exact same car that my buddy Danny Krieger ran through his grandmother's front garage.
Oh, look at that. It's a 4-holder, too.
It's a 4-holder. Yeah, it's a Roadmaster.
25.
27.3.
Oh,
That's a nice car.
I got change left.
It weighs as much as a locomotive. And let me tell you something. It goes through a wooden garage door just like that. 1985
Like butter.
Ford F-250. It's a single cab. Looks clean. I don't know about
12
or anything. 12? No, 12,915.
No, I'm getting better at
You
this.
are really good on that.
I'm channeling Jeff Heitzman.
Are you?
Yeah, because he's pretty good at that.
How about a 55 Ford Crown Victoria?
Oh,
Black
priceless. Oh,
with a red
let me
interior
see,
and wide whites. Look at that. Look
That's
at that.
gorgeous.
There.
Man,
What do you think?
that's Hot Rod Tour. I'm going to go 14.
19,832, but
There
it's
he is
under
right
20.
there. He's got it. Perfect. Thank you, Michael.
A 2002 Ford Thunderbird. What do you think that went for? 2002. So that's
$8.
Yeah, pretty much. That was a big flop for Ford.
Yeah.
They were really, but I'll tell you what, I'll never forget when it came out. Well, I was really excited to get it. And then after it came out, I lost my excitement immediately.
I'm going to go 10 grand.
That had no horsepower. $10,250 is what it went for. And this would be a real winner for me right there. The 1936 Packard 120.
Wide whites.
It's a 2-door businessman coupe with a fastback design, the trunk lid, the whole 9 yards. It's bad to the bone. They made lots of race cars out of those back in the 60s.
I'm going to say might be high on this, 18.
39,
Yeah.
375.
Wow.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think it had a V8 in it.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Yeah. But that's this week's Sold Car Roundup.
It's over by the Armadillo storage.
The Armadillo storage?
Yeah, it's part of the word Armadillo storage.
Oh.
All right. Very good.
That's that. All right. Coming up, Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Mars, what do you have?
I've got a mess.
You got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Yeah. I don't even know why you're on the screen with us. Why are you on the screen with us?
I haven't figured that out. That's part of the trouble.
I can't. Well, why don't you just zip yourself right off of there and just leave Jeff and I to do the show?
Well, I thought about that, but then I couldn't keep up with the mess.
Uh-oh. You stay
Why
right.
is there a mess?
You stay right where you're
That's
at.
another thing for another day.
Computers. Technology is not my
All right.
friend today.
Coming up today.
Don't go a-changing.
Coming up, Jeff has the cruise in events. I said that to you. Stay with us for the award-winning. I don't know why we would win any awards with this mess.
Yeah.
In-wheel time car talk show
Participation.
continues after this quick break. Stay with us.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
If you can.
Don't miss it.
Yeah. Be sure and join our live show every week. In Wheel Time airs live Saturdays, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and inwheeltime.com. Thanks for joining us today. We are very appreciative. Time now for the cruise in and events calendars, Mr. Zekin.
Yes, next Saturday, pardon me, the November 8th from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It's the 2025 Car and Bike Show, 21st Annual November Fest event hosted by the Alvin Rotary Club.
November Fest.
November Fest,
okay.
yeah. At 142 South Magnolia Street in Alvin, Texas. Now, there's a bunch going on. There's a lot of what we just got over the trunk or treats. You got stuff coming up for a lot of the Toys for Tots stuff coming up. You got Thanksgiving. So there's a lot going on. I'm going to give you just the headlines of this, and you can look them up and go about your business on your own show. November 8th, 8 a.m., Bulldog Car Show. It's in LaPorte High School at the CTE parking lot at 902 San Jacinto Building Q in LaPorte, Texas.
Building Q.
Building Q. November 8th from 8 to 3 is the 23rd Annual Veterans Day Car Show and Parade. See, told you. Kerrville VA Hospital is a 3600 Memorial Boulevard in Kerrville, Texas. It's a good drive out there.
That's where the bus company used to be.
Absolutely. November 8th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., the 10th Annual Toys in the Hood Car Show and Toy Drive. There's another one. 2909 East Aldine Amphitheater in Houston, Texas. And then next Sunday, the 9th, is the 8th Annual Corpus Christi Corvette Club Car Show. Say that fast. Social Club. It's at
Corpus Christi Corvette Club Car Show.
There you go.
There's a lot of in there.
Yeah, I know. Social Club. It's at 1305 Eddie Byrne Drive in Corpus Christi. That's for my cousin out there. Go on out there and check it out.
Is that Ed Kooky Burns?
No, it's Eddie Byrne. November 9th from 11 to 2, the Honda of Tomball's 5th annual car show. That's at 22727 Tomball Parkway in Tomball. And what you just heard is the Heroes and Hot Rods, the Veterans Weekend, which is coming up next weekend. Car show's popular event. 2024 had approximately 400 vehicles. They want to do that or surpass it if they can. You must pre-register the car to be in the show. It's Friday, November 7th at 5 to 9 as the cruise-in begins downtown Bastrop, i.e. Saturday, November 8th, 7:30 a.m. The Veterans Day show, the gates open, check-in and parking begins 10 a.m. Check-in parking, 10:30 Veterans Tribute. It goes on all day.
Mars,
Go
why
out
don't
there,
you
check
take
it
the
out.
in-wheel time truck over there?
There you go. There you
You know,
go.
I thought about that.
Well, were you thinking about it?
He
Doesn't
just
do
needed
it.
to
Well, it
go.
doesn't do it. But so real quick, I got up yesterday morning, went out, got in the truck to leave, and the rear left passenger window glass was shattered. I'm thinking my new neighbor with his new lawnmowing company threw a rock at me or something. But
I was
anyway,
waiting for you to say that the exhaust manifold is finally taken a hike, and you found it laying on the driveway.
Well, that carbon monoxide is getting in the cabin.
yeah. Well, no, it's strictly. I have a new form of air conditioning. Let me just say that.
Tick, tick, tick,
New
tick,
form
tick.
of ventilation. Anyways,
Yes.
get out there, enjoy your car shows.
That's it. Some of the stories making headlines. We talked about this earlier. Parts shortages have forced Nissan to scale back U.S. production of its best-selling model, the Rogue crossover. Japanese automaker told suppliers October 30th, 2 days ago, that parts shortages reduced October production at its plant in Smyrna, Tennessee, by about 7,400 vehicles. Nissan builds 4 high-volume crossovers at the 6.4 million square foot factory, its largest in the Americas.
Holy
Nissan halted output on both production lines October 24th and October 27th. The automaker has canceled planned overtime on the Rogue assembly line and will prioritize output of the Murano, Pathfinder, and Infiniti QX60 through the end of this month.
I wonder how many Walmarts would fit in that.
Man,
It's a lot.
Okay, so we'd mentioned this before. We're going to mention it again. The dispute between Dutch and Chinese owners of Nexperia has automakers and suppliers in the U.S., Japan, and Europe sounding the alarm on production disruptions. GM will idle production of Factory Zero electric vehicle assembly plant in Detroit until November 24th before converting to a single shift in January.
Well, they're going to get it started on November 24th and then take 3 days off for the holiday.
There you go. Toyota Corolla concept got attention at the 2025 Japan Mobility Show, readying a radical remake of the stalwart Corolla, giving the world's best-selling car new platform. So they're getting a big remake. Bright Drop, which is a van maker, shutting down. GM Hyundai Alliance takes on new importance.
I've never heard of that. Bright Drop.
Bright Drop.
Huh.
Yeah, and that was going to be the new van.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow,
well,
I'm gonna
that
look that
you don't have
up.
to worry about it anymore because it's
It's
out.
not there.
And Stellantis' decision to shift Jeep Compass production to the U.S. from its Brampton, Ontario assembly plant has drawn the ire of the Canadian government.
Yeah.
That's not fire. That's ire. Ire. Fire.
That's right, eh? Hoser.
Ram. Hoser. Ram. This is news. Mars, have you heard this? A brand known for its rugged pickup plans to sell an SUV for the first time in 2028. The Michigan-made SUV and a mid-size pickup slated to enter production that same year in Ohio will give Ram a much more comprehensive product range. According to Antonio Filosa, CEO of parent company Stellantis, said during an October 30th briefing with Wall Street analysts, full-size pickups account for 85% of the brand's U.S. sales this year. Stellantis announced the SUV this month as part of a $13 billion investment in the U.S. manufacturing over the next 4 years, without initially saying which of its brands would get the vehicle. Well, now we know. Stellantis has promised 900 new jobs at each plant to prepare for the vehicles.
Wow.
Well, that kind of makes sense. If they're going to make a mid-sized truck, just take the body off and put you an SUV body on it.
Yeah, it's a skateboard.
Yeah.
What about their premier vehicle line? The Chrysler line?
All one of them?
Huh?
Well, all one of them?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Are they just going to let that go away, or how's that going to work?
I have not heard or said anything about that.
Chrysler brand.
Chrysler. The Chrysler Imperial.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I didn't know where you're going with
the
that.
Chrysler 300.
Cordoba.
Well,
Isn't the Pacifica under Chrysler?
Right, yeah,
yes,
you're right.
Chrysler
Mike,
Pacific.
Yeah.
That's the only vehicle that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they're not going to let the
Pacifica
Pacifica go for sure.
But I know, but I'm thinking about the Chrysler brand. It's kind of like what Ford did to Lincoln.
Yeah.
They gutted it. They didn't have a new vehicle for a decade. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I noticed the dealership on the corner there, the Maserati that was owned by Ford, the dealership, the Helfman family, that's gone. They closed that up.
The Maserati?
It was a Maserati next to the bank, and that's all empty.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, China has agreed to delay the introduction of its latest round of rare earth export controls as part of a deal agreed between Presidents Donald Trump and Xi Jinping. But earlier restrictions on the critical minerals have upended global trade. That still remains. Rare earths, 17 elements that play tiny but vital roles in cars, planes, and weapons, have emerged from obscurity to become China's most potent source of negotiations, leveraging thanks to export restrictions introduced this year, which allow Beijing to cut off foreign customers dependent on the Chinese supply. We'll see where that goes.
What was the name of the president? Say his name again.
Xi Jinping.
That's the sound that his exhaust leak makes in the in-wheel time car.
Well, yes,
Xi
it started off. Yes, it started off as a tick 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 tick
Now
tick
it's
tick.
Xi
Now
Jinping.
ching ching ping ping ching 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 ching.
I thought that was.
I'm just kind of waiting for all of them to break at once so we can just get them all done.
Well, I'm thinking you just keep down the road of not fixing anything, and you'll have a hoopty before you know it. But you're going to have to take the in-wheel time logo off the side of it.
We could trade it in at the auto show coming up.
Yeah.
Well, I thought about that too. But I figured out how much one of them would cost, even spreading it across 9 years. I need 20 to pay it off.
20 years to pay it off. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about the truck that I know?
Yeah.
No,
buying a new one. If we traded it in and bought a new one.
If you bought a new one, it would take 20 years to pay it off. $1 down, dollar when you catch me.
How many miles did that thing have on it when you bought it?
60 something.
60 something.
Yeah. You gotta remember, we've had this thing. We've been pushing this thing around since before COVID.
Well, I don't know as if I would use that term.
You know what?
Pushing it around.
Towing it would be better.
We've been rolling around in this thing since before COVID. We got the first wrap on it 30 days before they locked the world down for COVID.
That's right.
Yeah, and then it turned green.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, and then you had to have, a week's worth of work to get the green off of the wrap that was on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Funny games.
Never a dull moment.
Not on this show, that's for sure. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to continue with hour number 2 of the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show right after this. Stay with us.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, Downtown Cruise, Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.